Yolande Crittenden is very pleased with the buildings she's built here in Rinard, but she realizes that there's more money to be made in a luxury kind of market than maybe she had previously anticipated, being focused so much on the downtowns of Paris-sur-Missouri and Lyon and the other cities of Louisiana. So she has looked into purchasing up parts of the coast with promises of making a lakeside riverside walk, but she's got clearance to go ahead and expand it, but also to take her own spin and leave the Gravel Road Historic District behind and instead grow a little more luxury space. So we'll go ahead. We've used Florence Lane to kind of temporarily disconnect. As you can see, it worked a wonder. But the city's going to go ahead and give it a look-see. It's gone before the Planning Commission. They're going to potentially permit growth along the coastline after they visit their budgets, though, because there is a budget shortfall of not much, but some. Let's see. We find ourselves outside of the Keaton home, where, if you listen closely, you can hear snippets of an argument between Karen and Phil. Looks like Karen's a little upset at Phil for investing their children's college fund in his investment scheme, and Phil's a little upset because Karen won't stop bugging him to get a dog. Let's see. The city's going to go ahead while it's reviewing things. It doesn't hurt to authorize a little bit of growth as far as commercial goes. And so a new commercial sector has been authorized on the new part of the recently renamed Boulevard Grand Soleil. Town fathers are hoping that that will ease matters along. Although we've got we're gonna realign that a little bit. Take out that center median quite as much. Don't need it quite as much. Let's make it a little more cozy. Oh no, we lost a building! Tell ya, it's always frustrating. Tilt our view. We're going to make sure that it's nice and straight. And then we will begin building out Crittenden Coast. With the possibility of even having like a boat harbor. We'll see. We'll see what she comes up with. Nope, didn't want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and convert the old dirt road here. Take those segments, line them up. Then look into a more reasoned approach. A little more square, a little more gritty. We're not super good at collectors in the city, but that's kind of how the city fathers are. They're not that all up on the newfangled thoughts and logics. They might regret their ways. Let's see what the Crittenden coastline looks like here. She's planning these buildings. She's planning them well. Let's see what this coastside living looks like in her eyes with the density she likes. Let's see how that turns out for her. Meanwhile, while that's been going on, Monsieur DuLac is happily planning his next expansion of his little neighborhood, and he is going to go ahead and begin by designing out a series of beautiful loops and closes and cul-de-sacs, because he figures everyone deserves a lawn, everyone deserves some nature. And is his neighborhood going to be a death trap if there's a fire? Quite possibly. Don't tell him that the city fathers thought that or that I said that, because he tends to get defensive when people don't accept his artistic vision for things.
Don't look at me! I'm hideous!
He's going big, though. He's gonna grant the full property. He doesn't care if people have to have fences. They want to live here, they're welcome to do so, and pay for the premium of it. And people are buying. This trend of unemployment continues. This will be a ghost town soon. Unemployment, huh? Okay. You say so. Would seem like we need police, but I'm afraid that that's gonna just tank the budget, unfortunately. Because we don't have small jail buildings. Let's see what the new police office will do to our city. How much is it a month? $16.80 a month, and that took us from being in the positive to being just in the negative. Well, taxes help us out as things grow. We shall see. We shall see. I don't understand why he does that. I need to like get mods apparently and have like the no collision mod or whatever, because it's doing weirdness to me. Oh well. Seeing that it's taking longer for people to do residency in her buildings, when an unexpected visitor of Phil Keaton shows up, Yolande Crittenden agrees to sell the properties facing this block of Amity Street. And we're going to call it... We're actually going to change it. We're going to call it Rue d'Amitié, which means the same thing in French. But let's see if Phil's magic sense of real estate can help expand that. In the meantime, Georges DuLac, of course, is just overjoyed, and he has been eyeing property on the other side of the city where good old Phil Keaton's been building. He prevails upon the town fathers to expand to expand, but apparently it can't because of whatever reason overlapping. Doesn't make sense to me, but sure. So with lots of fight from Phil Keaton about messing up the integrity of his neighborhood, Georges DuLac persuades the town fathers to make a new collector. And, seeing how it will benefit him, Keaton reluctantly agrees. And so, the paving of our new road here is approved. It grants Keaton a little more buildability, but he knows that DuLac I don't understand this road at all. Why are you like this? Green Street, you're fired. There we go. Avenue des Marrons is created, Chestnut Street, and Monsieur DuLac gets his wish: unfettered access to develop a new subdivision. And the city, of course, does wonderfully and becomes a grand village. And of course, eager to make themselves a little more official in the town, we've got Crittenden Construction, we've got DuLac Development, and we've got Keaton Planning Associates, all eager to find ways to officialize themselves in the city. And so begins the efforts to construct their new office buildings. Rising up near the center of what's becoming quickly downtown along Boulevard Grand Soleil. Of course, hit the taxes pretty heavily, but that's okay. Give them an introductory tax rate, but they'll catch up. In the meantime, Monsieur DuLac continues his grand vision with, of course, Avenue des Marrons becoming the centerpiece of his development. He's going to have a lovely central roundabout. Spawning from there, of course, will be the other roads, basic roads that connect and provide access to the neighborhood. We'll start with one side first, knowing full well that it will connect over to good old Keaton's road system here that he fathered into the city with his lobbying. But DuLac is not about density the way Keaton is, and so begins the development of the DuLac domain, where he eagerly builds out a bunch of smaller roads. And begins to foster in a lovely small town sense that he feels has gone missing in the years since Phil Keaton showed up and brought his friend, apparently, Yolande Crittenden. All right. People eagerly moving in already. Yes, it's a drive to the city center. Yes, it's kind of on the edge. But these folks are looking for that return to the quietude of good, historic Rinard. In fact, let's do our little tricksy trick. Since I don't have paths right now, it's going to force it to readjust, which is beautiful. And get some more solid housing in here. Alright, let's look at how the rest of the town's been developing while we've been expanding the DuLac domain. Country Bumpkin Street is what that is, or alley. of the Country Bumpkins. Joint construction ventures are always difficult, but needless to say, seeing the possibilities presented by the terrace homes, good old Yolande Crittenden is not to be outdone, and so she is making sure that she's going to jump in on the wagon. And as you can see, it's growing, and it's growing well. Let's take a look. We even have low rent housing. Not eager to put it anywhere close to, nice places. The town fathers begrudgingly offer some low rent housing here in the area of the downtown. Figure they'll put those in, and that can take care of some of the low rent housing needs, while everyone else builds in and things look scrumdiddlyumptious. And as you can see, we've got some fall time coming in. We've got Rue des Oiseaux. Chemin des Épines. Pine Street. Pine Way, really. People are liking the place, and our budget is doing delightfully, which is good. Let's take a look and see if we can't adjust a little bit on our taxes. Where could we incentivize the right kind of business, stuff that's good for the city? It looks like John North has lobbied the town fathers to cut him a little bit of a break on the paper products front, so he can grow his business out here, North Paper Products. Beautiful little city growing here, isn't it, friends? But as you can tell, we got more spaces to go and places to grow. Given enough time, there might be some shakeup going in this city. We'll just have to see. Hey, we've got parks and stuff now. We've got park maintenance and such. Who doesn't love a dog park? I mean, seriously, who doesn't love a dog park? Bringing in a dog park would be an absolute blessing to the city. Let's see if we can't find a place to fit in a nice little dog park. There you go. Mayor Sco has announced a new dog park in the historic district because, well, we got to take care of the people that have made this town be what it can be. And that's going to, knock the budget a little bit. But who knows? It might make things a little bit nicer, too. Construction always continues, though. And it looks like Crittenden's got her eye on expanding her area a little bit. And apparently that's going to break things, because that's what happens. Let's see how that turns out. Bunch of readjusting. Get there. And it looks like eager to get in on the craze of the dog park. Not to be outdone, Crittenden lobbies the city fathers, and another city dog park is done. That should gussy things up right nicely. It's an odd little lump of high density, but that's what the town fathers approved. Keaton, meanwhile, has used his gettings, winnings, whateverings, and he is lobbying town fathers to help with growing the area here along Lake Street. And so he begins expanding his offering of homes. Look at this lovely city, friends. Pretty sure Monsieur DuLac is going to be expanding his offering. And when spring rolls around, you'll see another division go in for the DuLac domain. But otherwise, this is 3 episodes we've done. Hope you like it. If you don't, let me know. If you do, let me know. And thank you for watching.